It is Thursday night. I stepped out of a poker game. I am resting in a quiet corner outside on the porch. Through the window behind me, the game is still going. I am down $22,000. I came out to reset. Before I tell you how that happened, I owe you something. 3 weeks ago, I stood at my craft station and told you I was risk on. For good this time. Nothing but open road. I meant every word. But I need to walk part of it back because I made it sound finished. Solved. Like a man who had it handled. I did not have it handled. I taught a whole course on when to deploy and when to hold back, risk on, risk off, and then I walked into a dentist's kitchen and forgot every word of the risk off half. I got out of the fortress, felt open air for the first time in my life, and I overplayed it. I pushed a good position like a man who had never once been punished for pushing. There is a poker game in that kitchen, a green felt mat over a glass dining table, a framed live, laugh, love sign on the wall. The players are bored, highly leveraged suburbanites, a dentist, a man who owns 7 roofing companies, a logistics manager, a golden retriever asleep under the table. These are amateurs, and I sat down high on my own recovery, invincible, and overplayed every hand in the room. I lit 22,000 on fire, proving a point nobody had asked me to prove. I brought Maxie, that is her name. Last course, I just called her the woman, because saying her name out loud felt like exposure I could not afford. Her name is Maxie. She is the daughter of the shipping magnates I sold the diamond to, raised around 70-foot mahogany dining tables. The old reflex told me a woman like that would shatter if I brought her somewhere with plastic lemons in a decorative bowl. Maxie is, right now, on the other side of that window, up $11,000, having the best night of her life. Earlier, she pushed her whole stack in against Gary, the roofing contractor, without looking, flat and bored. She said, "Gary, if you call this, you are going to have to explain a very difficult bank withdrawal to your wife." Gary folded a pair of jacks. She turned over 8 high, absolute garbage, dragged the pot, and whispered to me, "I have not felt this alive since 2018. Do not ever take me anywhere with a dress code again." She is thriving, and I am out here having a quiet financial breakdown she has not noticed and does not need to. Here is the part I am not proud of. The only thing I wanted was to turn the clock back, to unplay the hands, to rewind to 8 o'clock and walk in disciplined instead of drunk on my own comeback. Lesson 1. True correlation. Now watch what I am doing out here. I am not spiraling. I am running the hand history, cold. No story, no shame, just the contention, flat on the felt, analyzed like it belongs to a stranger. In the markets, you do not learn how two things are correlated when the water is flat. Everyone looks stable, everyone looks like a genius. You learn nothing. To find out how two things are truly related, you need a volatility shock. You drop the floor out and you watch, coldly, what happens. Watch how the old wiring runs this backward. The reflex is screaming that Maxie just watched me get taken for 22 grand by a man in a fleece quarter zip, that my ledger is blown open and she is inside recalculating my value. And here is the fear underneath it. I grew up learning that the people closest to you are correlated to what you provide. My parents were never correlated to me. They were correlated to their own narrative. And the day I stopped being useful to it, the position got liquidated. That was the only data I ever had on love. So of course the reflex assumes Maxie is priced the same way, and tonight the ledger cracked in public. But I know that wiring now, so I refuse it. I analyze. The cold red gives me data I could not have bought in a calm market. The floor dropped. I took a real loss, a stupid, self-inflicted one, in front of the person whose opinion I can least afford to lose, and the correlation held. She did not even come out to check on me because it did not occur to her that a grown man losing at cards is an emergency. She did not reprice me. She is inside, up 11 grand, waiting for me to stop sulking and come back to the table. That is the lesson. You cannot learn whether someone is truly correlated to you until the floor drops. And the cruel, expensive gift of a bad night is that it drops the floor for free. Here is the override. Do not let the panic narrate the loss. Run the hand history cold. I wanted to unlose the money, but if I rewind the night, I lose the only proof I have ever had that someone can want me and not the money. The 22,000 bought the one thing my best night never could. So analyze it like a stranger's hand. Keep the data, eat the loss, go back inside. I'll see you in lesson 2.